Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're going to dive into this really powerful idea that the future isn't something that just happens to us. Nope, it's something we are actively building right now, moment by moment. All the little choices we're making are basically the building blocks for tomorrow. So let's explore how we can actually take control and start shaping what comes next.
And this, right here, is the question at the heart of our entire explainer. It's a direct challenge, really. Think about it. The future is going to happen, that's for sure. The only thing that's up in the air is the part we're going to play in it. So, which one is it going to be for you?
Okay, let's get into it. It kind of sounds like a paradox, doesn't it? But the truth is, the future is being made in the present. It's not some distant, far-off place. It's the direct result of the seeds that we're planting in this very second.
This slide really gets at that idea of infinite possibilities. Every single decision you make, what you choose to learn, who you talk to, what you decide is important, it either opens up new doors or it closes old ones. Your actions today are literally creating the menu of options you'll have to choose from tomorrow.
And this is where we have to get really honest with ourselves. It's so easy to just pick the path of least resistance, right? That temporary comfort that feels good now but doesn't really get us anywhere. But are those choices building a future that's actually better for the person we're going to be down the road?
So if we have all this power, what's holding us back? Well, a lot of the time it's this invisible force, the trap of our own routines, our own past conditioning. Let's break down what that really means.
We're all creatures of habit. Our brains are basically wired to find shortcuts. And you know what the easiest shortcut is? Just repeating what worked before. If doing something got us a reward, some praise, comfort, a feeling of safety, we're programmed to just do it again. The problem is that programming can keep us completely stuck.
And this slide just lays out the trade-off so clearly. On the left, you've got your comfort zone. It's familiar, it's safe, it's all built on what's been rewarded in the past. But on the right, well, that's everything else. Every untried idea, every potential better solution, all those infinite possibilities we just mentioned. And we often ignore all of that just because it feels a little uncomfortable or new.
This is the key. This is the whole thing right here. We repeat what gets results, sure, but our definition of results is totally based on what's happened before. It almost never crosses our minds that the absolute best way of doing something might be a way we've never even tried.
So how do we break out of that programming? Well, with a tool that every single one of us has, the power of reason. This is the key. This is how we consciously design our future instead of just letting our past repeat itself. And this gives us a really clear roadmap. So first, you just step back. You observe yourself, no judgment. Then you start actively questioning your automatic habits, especially those negative thought patterns. And finally, you bring in reason to decide what to do next, basing your choice on your future goals, not on past rewards. For instance, say you always avoid speaking up in meetings because you're scared of saying something dumb. Step 1, you observe that pattern. Step 2, you question that negative thought. It's safer to just be quiet. And then step 3, you apply reason. Okay, my goal is to advance in my career. Contributing ideas helps with that. The risk of sounding a little silly is way smaller than the risk of never being heard at all. Boom, that's the process.
And listen, this isn't just some personal self-help trick. This is the engine of civilization. I mean, think about it. From science to philosophy, every big leap forward came from applying reason, from looking at the world, questioning how things are, and thinking logically. It's what has pulled all of humanity forward.
Okay, so what happens when we scale this whole idea up? What if this way of thinking isn't just something individuals do, but something we all do as a society? The potential is just extraordinary. Just imagine that for a second. Imagine if thinking rationally and acting with purpose actually became cool, a popular trend. It could spark a whole new great enlightenment for our time, a massive, revolutionary shift in how we approach our future together.
And these here would be the pillars holding it all up. It's not just about individuals being smart. It's about a whole society that values real, purposeful knowledge, that communicates intelligently, and puts a huge emphasis on great education. It's about building a culture where our main goal is to help not just ourselves, but the generations that are going to come after us.
So let's just put this number out there, 2000. Think on that timescale for a minute. What kind of impact could our collective push for reason and progress today have on the world 2,000 years from now? Wow. It totally reframes our sense of purpose, doesn't it?
And this brings us right back to the beginning. That huge, grand vision is super inspiring for sure, but it doesn't just happen on its own. It's built on individual choices. It starts right here. It starts with you. It starts with what you choose to do next.
So let's be direct. What's stopping you from setting those unbelievably daring goals, from finding that incredible happiness you know is possible, from becoming the person you know you could be? The barrier usually isn't out there somewhere. It's that internal trap of routine we were just talking about.
You know, the stakes have never, ever been higher. Our knowledge and our tech have given us this immense power, and that power cuts both ways. We're really standing at a crossroads with the ability to create something amazing or cause unbelievable destruction resting right in our hands.
And that's where we're going to leave it, with this final, empowering thought. The past? It's done. It's written. But the future? That's a blank page. It's wide open, and we have the rest of our lives to fill it however we want. We really can make a difference. So the only question left is, what are you going to write?